Can focus on Africa.
Oh, now you don't shame more. GBC, yeah, CNN, yo, BBC, World, Congo, South Africa, GBC, yeah, CNN, yo, BBC, World, Congo, South Africa. You ain't get married, those land for keeping secrets now. Oh, small and for take them say people in Congo, South, so give them bench, yeah, bench, yeah, bench. Yeah, young bench, Congo South of young bench. Yeah, young bench. Yeah, young bench. Yeah, young bench, Congo South.
Right, yes. Emma since Congo South for young bench. Well, from them we not get bench in our studio, yeah. But we always give you the good things the way you want for you, and even the way we know for you, yet still we give you. It's already 7:30 according to his studio control clock. We go now and bring the program Good Morning Salon. Stay tuned.
Studios. Good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today now Wednesday, February 25, 2026, and we'll bring the program to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And Musa Kamara Naminim. Good morning. In today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon, the Deputy Minister of Defense, Colonel retired Moana Brahma Masakwesi, the standby force where ECOWAS don't set up good for response to military coup dem we can happen in West Africa. The lead defense lawyer for the All People's Congress Party Secretary General Lansana Doumbia, lawyer Suleiman Kabakurma, don't tell the number one witness inside the APC Secretary General in case say President Bill not aware about the case we then charge Lansana Doumbia for Guna courts. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to member of parliament them for no them position for the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner.
With this and plenty other story than they for inside the program this morning, members say they listen to live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members say Nali Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program Good Morning Salon can to you. And this program is powered by Afisel. You listen to live from Radio Partner them. Radio Chalet 89.5 na Koina Duga and Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1G 11.3 na Pujon District. Radio Colenta 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kainla, Vopad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street, Voice of Karine na Kamakura 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Put Local District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonkolimba, and At FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by sending a message now Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube page, and same way so you can send them on the number 077 981 981.
The program Good Morning Salon Day continue. We start to look at issues. We go say the head of Touchdown Memorial Hospital, Dr. Gurina George. Don't say the plastic and surgery with the hospital together with some doctors them from Germany do for over 200 people now part of the support to the well body sector na saloon. He talk this to Radio Democracy. We talk about the free surgery program with the Touchdown Memorial Hospital they provide for less privileged people. Dr. Gurina George talk more to Cherno Jalo inside this interview.
So the press conference was to make you people aware and everybody know that we are providing free service to the people who need the surgeries here regarding the plastic surgery and the hand surgery and congenital anomalies if anything are there. So these people have come from Germany. They come every year. Since last 4 years they have been coming in. And they had been doing cleft lip, hand surgeries, burn contracture cases, and all types of plastic surgery and hand surgery cases.
For the last 2 years, they have been providing this free surgery.
4 years.
4 years to Sierra Leoneans.
Yes.
What's your impression so far with regards to the impact of this?
I think it has improved the quality of life of the people who have been operated on. Okay, they have become self-sufficient and can do the things which they could not do earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do Choitigam select people who are supposed to benefit from these free surgeries?
No, it is free for all. Everybody can come into this. We do advertisements. We put it in the social media. We announce everywhere. And the registrations, people automatically they come and register for the screening. And our doctors will screen them and then park them for the surgeries.
What provoked this particular program in the first place 4 years ago? How did you arrive at this decision to start doing free surgery for people with such conditions?
You see, His Excellency Dr. Bimba Bayo, who is the ambassador to Germany from Sierra Leone, he is the one who initiated this whole activity. Okay, he has been instrumental in bringing not only these people, he had been in touch with Germany for a long, long time. So he brought pediatric surgeons also from Germany. He has brought these plastic surgeons also from there. So he had been looking at ways and means how he can help the people of our country.
Okay, with regards to the surgery that has been done for this particular year, how many people were able to benefit?
Till now, about 200 people have been benefited.
In total?
In total,
since
in 4
the last
years.
4 years?
In the 4 years.
For this particular one, how many people?
44 people have been operated this year.
Okay. What's the age bracket?
Age bracket depends from the congenital or young babies are also there, and it is up to 60-65 years.
Are patients also entitled to further drugs after the surgery, or you only provide the surgery?
No, we are giving them surgery, the treatment and everything what is required, and at the time of discharge, they are being given discharge medication also free of cost.
Are there any complications since you started doing this?
No, not exactly, but sometimes the people will come back for follow-up, dressing and all these things. That is also free. No, but the local doctors, Dr. Wongo is involved in this.
Okay.
Our message to Sierra Leonean people is, you see, whenever we announce certain camps like this, people should come and register for that so that they can benefit from it.
Okay. Are there any other upcoming programs for less privileged people?
We are having a colon cancer screening camp on 12th and 13th of March. And from 21st of March, we are going to have a second cycle of free cataract surgery camp.
What's the target for that?
The colon cancer is UK doctors are coming from United Kingdom, and they'll be doing it. And the target is only about 15, because the main issue is not doing the cases. It is more of empowering the local people who are doing colonoscopy and endoscopy to train them and improve their capacity. That was mainly it is a training aspect along with the screening of a few people. And in the cataract camp also it is the same idea. Even last year also we trained about 8 ophthalmologists from this country, and about 12 nurses have been trained in the cataract surgery. Now, the Ministry of Health, they deputed them here and they were trained here. Even this year also we have requested the ministry to depute doctors and nurses during that camp, and it will improve the capacity of the people.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will listen to Dr. Gurina George, the head of Tertiary Memorial Hospital. They talk to Cherno Jalo inside an interview for Seeker support. We then give for 200 free surgery. We then do this together with some German doctors then. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. As we mentioned, it's a one with headline stories. Them we go talk to members of parliament them for no them position for the appointment of the chief electoral commissioner. For Sika, that's one for welcome Honorable Ibrahim Tawa content at the program, Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
And anytime from now, we expect for be joined in the studio by the APC Member of Parliament spokesperson, Honorable Dr. Umfa Beshe Kroma. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, Usman.
Inside the program, they take one of headlines to them. Musa, the lead defense lawyer for the APC Party Secretary General Lansana Dumbuya, lawyer Suleiman Kabakoma, don't tell the number one witness inside the APC Secretary General in case say President Bill. Now we are about the case we then charge Lansana Dumbuya gonna court for. For more on this, make we join Theodore Arena.
10:26 na morning, the Magistrate Mustapha Brahma Jabi enter court number 1, Usai in Clark. They mentioned the matter where the All People's Congress APC Party Secretary General Litinap na court for. After he mentioned the matter, the Secretary General be enter the dock. Usai the State Council, Yusuf Isaac Sise be introduced in an incompetent State Council when Atilo Kamara. After that, the lead Defense Council, Suleiman Kabakoroma, be introduced in an incompetent lawyer them where they tin up for the APC Party Secretary General. After he don't introduce incompetent lawyer them, the prosecution witness DPC 13105 Abdullahi Dumbuya from the cyber unit na the criminal investigation department when a witness inside this case he been first start for talk but in duty them where he gets na the cyber unit. Usa is say he work na for monitor cyber space and self investigate cyber case them. If people can remember, police been charged Lansanat Doumbia when the Secretary General for the All People's Congress Party with charges related to alleged incitement, insulting conduct, and public insult against the president, we all day against the country in law. The police witness inside this case, Abdullahi Doumbia say, he been received one report from the regional operation officer when Francis Mamadou Tomi for second one video where the APC Secretary General been do for one meeting where they organize at the Brahma Atuga Mini Stadium. Usai been make statements for second the 2023 election. Usai been talk word them where police say they against the president. The witness continues say, Tuesday, February 2nd, the CID be invite through telephone call the Secretary General, but the Secretary General not been turned up. On the 3rd of February 2026, they may make requests from examination analysis of one pen drive and say they may send one video to the cyber analysis. Inside this testimony of the witness, the state prosecutor, Yusuf Isaac Sise, be asked the witness for tender this document for sake of the defense lawyer them for make themselves go able for see these documents. On Thursday, the witness say the APC Secretary General been calm with some of in lawyer them we been get Africano Sori Sise and other one them for make Igoka answer to the call where the criminal investigation department been call am. Outside the defendant been give in your statements and the police been read them and it been sign them at the end and it been present them as part of the court record. On Thursday 12 February 2026, police been charged the defendants with different count charge them for making go answer to the courts. During the cross-examination, one the defense lawyer them when a Suleiman Kabakoroma be asked the witness if he gets complaint from anybody. The witness say now only report he gets from the regional operation officer. Lawyer Suleiman Koroma been put onto the witness say he not take no statement from the Inspector General of Police who said the witness may not be able for talk. The witness continues say now only report he gets from him boss. And lawyer Suleiman Koroma been same way so say with all the documents where we receive from the prosecution, nothing or the way show say that the Inspector General of Police na the complainant inside this case. Where we make the witness been say I been receive report from the Inspector General. And this be make the lawyer be ask him any side the way the president be lay complaint concerning this APC Secretary General. The witness say no. After in testimony, the magistrate been called a lead defense lawyer and same way so the lead state counsel for make them go engage. After when they don't engage done, it be announce the adjournment of this case. Also it be adjourn the case to March 5 this year. The lawyer that way tin up for the defendants na Suleiman Kabakoroma, Africano Sise, Boniface S. Kamara, R.S. Bangura, and other one them, and the state counsel them inside this case. Now Yusuf Isaac Sise and lawyer Telo Kamara. For Radio Democracy, Mina Federal the report.
The program na Good Morning Saloon. It come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And inside the program, we don't introduce Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte na the program, and we expect Honorable Dr. Umfagbeshi Kurma for joining any time from now. And today we'll look at the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Wina Edmond Alpha. People we don't follow the president, being the State House, we don't pull press release, say that they consult with the public on the appointments. The public, the political parties, them, and the people who are concerned on the appointment of Edmond Alpha as Chief Electoral Commissioner. And later, we see a press release, according to them, and 12 out of 14 political parties them don't agree for these appointments of Edmond Alpha, and they don't appoint him subject to parliamentary approval. But different sectors get then take on the appointment of him. Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, na Deputy Speaker na Parliament, and they represent the Salon People's Party. In this incapacity, they speak as representative of the Salon People's Party in Parliament. Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, in the appointment of Edmond Alpha, then consult political parties, then 12 agree. 12 out of the 14 political parties, according to the State House. The SLPP now one of them parties, them we agree.
Yes, of course, the Secretary General of the Salon People's Party, the not only said he replied to the consultative letter sent by the Secretary to the President, but they also take interview one of the national broadcasting outlets in Australia. We all say yes, the SLPP indeed agree with the constitutional provision. Last statement from the outset that the SLPP agree with the constitutional provision in section 32(3). We give the president in power for appoint commissioners of the Electoral Commission, including the chairman of the commission, via consultation with political parties, all registered political parties. So the SLPP as a party agree and believe say the tenet, spirit and intent of the constitution was followed. So as a result, believe say because they have been consulted, their position about the nominee where they present to them, they not get nothing where they think say they object in terms of experience, in terms of in knowledge about the operation of the ECSL, in terms of the interface in the conduct of elections, various elections, them at various levels. So the SLPP as a party agree with the appointments, with the consultative letter sent to the party, consulting them that the president don't please His Excellency for consider the nominee in question.
Why is the SLPP, for instance, accept the appointment of Edmond Alpha in a position where the opposition, the main opposition, get concerned? What do you not look at as a party? You know, to the Secretary General, the spokesperson, just they talk as member of Parliament. What in SLPP look at where they agree for Edmond Alpha appointment?
So for every appointment, you look at the person in stature. You look at the person in experience, now the space where they appoint them. You look at the person in knowledge around the particular assignment portfolio where then they consider them for. And if you look at the history of the nominee in question, you go realize say now one among the few people that we don't day around election business for almost in entire lifetime, maybe save for the early period of a life where in a be lecturer, and even with that one day in lecturing, he deal with people, he deal with a lot of emotions, a lot of psychology and all. So it also speaks to the person in understanding of people. And if you look at in growth, now the sector where they appoint for, or the portfolio where the president they give, you realize that yes, he has worked in almost every part. He has been election officer, he has been district election officer, he has been part of an operation at ECSL. He don't go to the rank of commissioner. He don't act as the chairman of the commission following the end of tenure of the previous chairman and chief electoral commissioner, and he's able for all the balance between all of them positions then they, because one of the things they were doing in the opposition position now that the nominee in question now be part of the commissioners then way be conduct the 2023 election where the opposition say they don't agree with. But equally, the same nominee now be part of the people that will conduct the 2007 election where the SLPP self not be agree with, or the SLPP be thinking it be a disputed election. And for make matter was the nominee na be election officer, district election officer at the time when in Commissioner Nyale no come. The nominee, because of patriotism, we look at that as well. Start with the Chief Electoral Commissioner and the British Council for letting able for empanel commissioners and announce the results. So for we look at everything and believe say the nominee don't show patriotic duty, the nominee don't demonstrate degree of proficiency in delivering in the responsibilities right across a lifetime, and we believe say if you need for uphold a balance of managing emotions and delivering on the responsibility, you could not find a better person than the nominee.
All right. Section 32.3 give the president power for pick ECSL boss and other commissioners them, but the ECSL gets different commissioner them, but 5. You think say the president do diligent for pick Edmond among other commissioners them within a ECSL?
Who am I to challenge Section 56 of the Constitution? The power of the president for appoint people na in sacred powers, na in power where he please them. He say it has pleased His Excellency the president.
Just one get you view as speaker.
So no, you get me view as a member of parliament for that's the balance I hold in the House of Parliament. As deputy speaker, me self a member of parliament, like every other member. So now where the speaker not there, now they sit as an arbiter, and while I sit as an arbiter of the house, I take off my hat as a member of parliament and focus on the debate and try for arbitrate between and among the members of parliament for make sure everything happen fairly. So let's set a background on section 32.3. You see, the most recent document we get when a review of the Constitution, because that is also part of the opposition and position that the opposition already is aware of the fact that there is a constitutional proposal before Parliament where the opposition through the tripartite make recommendation for now get a selection committee. Come to think of it, the word selection committee is not appearing for the first time. In the Justice Cowan Constitutional Review Committee, the SFP position was exactly the same. The SFP presented that we should have a selection committee, and the selection committee for remove the president from the nomination of the chairman for the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. But the CRC, after exhaustive debates with all position papers, agreed say it is best that we retain section 32.3 as it is in the 1991 Constitution. And the government of Sierra Leone, under the APC-led government and under the directive of the Attorney General drafting the government white paper, agree with that recommendation. They say section 32.3 should be retained. Also, I also give additional context. Now that we as a political party, the SLPP and all other political parties, the act of consulting, we see the president be able to elevate that conversation there. Because before now, when they say they consult, they call them on a phone, say, hey, what happened this person? And the person is appointed the next day. Yeah, but now they will write letters to political parties, give political party time for response. And we also be aware that section 171.14 of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6, say anybody, if you want to read and verbatim for the edification of the public. So you know say the art of consultation now for embodied civilization in democracy. Let's just read 171.14 verbatim. It says where under any provision of this constitution, any person or authority authorized or required to exercise any function after consultation with some other person or authority, the person or authority shall not be required to act in accordance with the advice of that other person or authority, and the question whether such consultation was made shall not be inquired into in any court. So the act of consultation in section 32.3, if you go to the interpretation section of section 171, they tell you say you can consult, but you are not bound by the outcome of the consultation. But in this situation, consultation was done more civilizedly, and the opinion of everybody is respected, including that of the opposition. and the mandates of the president for move forward with the appointment of the nominee is sacred in the constitution.
All right, the consultation we want to do, is it that not through letter on a sent to political party then?
Well, like I say, there is no clear and explicit definition of consultation. Consultation can take the form of a letter.
So for this one,
letters were sent to political parties,
both
informing them
the
prior,
opposition.
yeah, informing them that the president don't consider fulfill the vacancy where they in the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone by appointing or considering the appointment of Edmond Alpha as the Chief Electoral Commissioner for the ECSL. Okay. And political parties were given time. And to my understanding, now that some political party, if I certain political party in the drive for make sure say then comfortable with the nominee, they even call the nominee, pull the nominee aside in a separate engagement and interview the nominee before they send a letter to the president say yes, we satisfied with this nominee.
Continue for the way to inside the program. In name now Honorable Ibrahim Tawa container, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, as we there with a look inside a Member of Parliament's position as this BNT President Bureau appoint Edmond Sylvester Alpha for be the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Musa.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We come with two other studio guests. We now Honorable Dr. Umfagbeshi Kuruma and the spokesperson for the All People's Congress Members of Parliament. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, and thanks for having me, and good morning to the listeners and viewers.
Okay, and with a look at the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Edmond Alpha, the State House, after consultation, say 12 out of 14 political parties say yes to the appointment. The APC being one of the political parties, na Salon. What's now our position on the appointments? One of the party them we say yes?
To answer that question, we know to one of the party that will say yes.
Why? So
important for Lawyer Obo give you a background to where we are. Because where we are, now the background we will get to now, so today. We can recall that in 2023 we get an election. And in that election day, we see challenges in the election. In that election day, we get districts them where they not be able to compile results they hit, then the national returning officer announce results. In that election day, the process for let and do election and how for report elections, it in a section 92 of the Constitution. So yes, we're a party who respect the Constitution, and we're a party who believe say we follow the Constitution. But in that election day, abrogation be there on section 1, section 2, and section 3 of the Constitution. People be there na centers them. They try for compare the RF forms because really the process or the standard operating procedure is RF forms them for CAM na centers, all parties them forget the RF forms, and the RF forms then they should be displayed on a monitor, wherein after they don't display them on a monitor, then for enter them transparently. Everybody RF form for match within the enter. That did not happen. People in the then centers and they 60% of the results were announced. Even the district officers where they ask and say, who that give them results and they to the national returning officer? Then almost there's not to then send them result then they. Because of that, and because of them failure then they for transparency, we get organizations like the Qatar Center, we now International Observer Mission, we say the election was not transparent. We get organizations such as the EU Observer Mission, them, we say the election was not transparent and is statistically inconsistent. We get US Embassy, the British High Commission, Irish Embassy, when they come together, even draft a statement for say the elections then discredited and the election was not transparent. Because of all of this disregard, we, the elected members of parliament or the APC, raise alarm and we say all them statements they are by different entities then make us raise alarm say these elections yeah challenge the with. So now we go to waiting happen. We we then challenge the camp. The APC refused for take seats in parliament and refused for joint governance. Because of that, the government and the international partner seek for go into a national agreement. We then call the Agreement for National Unity. We'll go into that national agreement for national unity, that agreement for national unity, for national unity. Resolutions then become from that agreement. And Resolution 3 states waiting for happen. And inside Resolution 3, there's belief say we go where the Resolution 3 say therefore create a tripartite. We come up with 80 recommendations. The recommendations there, recommendation 36 say the commissioners then will be conduct the election, we get a big role for play into what happen when the election become not transparent and the results then become statistically inconsistent. So recommendation 36 say waiting for happen, then believe say section 32 subsection 3 of the constitution say the president now for appoint with consultation of leaders of political parties the national returning officer, when are the chief electoral commissioner. But then believe back say, the spirit believes say, because now the president appoints then commissioner, the commissioners then can get loyalty tied to the president or the president in one party. And the trigger we will get from this election, now because we believe say the elections were not credible. All nations, a lot of nations in Africa, including Kenya, Ghana, Uganda, Zimbabwe, they all get similar triggers in their society where they don't go back and revisit the election laws. Okay. And we get for remember, say, because of that, if we don't can now say we as a nation, because of this trigger in 2023, we can revisit with law, it is important that we as a nation follow through because we don't want something like this for repeating itself. Which happened in 2023, not for repeating itself in 2028. But we don't see a situation wherein a document, which is a amended bill, don't come to Parliament. We don't do a first reading of that bill. And in that bill, based on the recommendation 32, say, therefore create a search and nomination committee. And creating that search and nomination committee, candidates then go tender the interest to a committee. We go look into them candidates and come out with 3 of the best candidates. We then go recommend to the president. So we objection here, or we challenge here, or we the reason why we did against this nomination, not because we not respect the constitution, but now in the interest of this nation here, the interest of the nation for ensure say going forward. We forget elections we credible, we trusted, and we the people that will trust in. Because we don't want in the future of this country, every time when they call election, we begin point fingers say they don't rig this election. Okay. Government not go on. Okay. So we believe say because of them the president for the exhibit good faith, say okay, now we become a table. Now we be say law get an agreement for national unity. We don't agree saying so and so for happen. And this bill, they don't go to Parliament, they don't read it in the first reading. And I will tell you, the Deputy Speaker knows say, this bill can go through the Parliament by April. If that is the case, and the business of the House is operated by the leader of government business.
So you think say the president's rush for peak?
Very much so. But not only the rush, no more a rush. Now the fact say do. Because now in choose somebody say, when I go sit down at the table with the opposition, when I go agree on something, and once we don't agree on NTR, they don't come to it, they don't sign out. They even present a copy to the president. They don't form a steering committee where they look into election laws. The Attorney General don't come with a document, which is the bill saying, we are coming with this bill because most of the NTR there get for do with elections, and we want to get rid of those things because we don't want delay in the process. All that's not there in place. Then for come back and do the whole process is suspicious, and we are disappointed that it don't happen. Because if that did not happen, we will not be in this room today talking on this subject.
Right. According to Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, it make it clear say they do consultation with political party them, including the APC. They may consult now.
Yes, we get a letter. Yes, we get a letter to the effect. Well, yes, we get a letter, and we responded with a press statement indicating we reservations for this nominee because the president one no follow what in the party we don't agree or in government we don't agree say we will do for amend the constitution and follow a different process. So we express reservations, say recommendation 36 and recommendation 20, where then at the tripartite agreements were not followed.
The Chief Electoral Commissioner will appear before Parliament for approval. What will be the position of the APC?
The same position where they express here, the same position where we party express the statement, and the same position we express across the country regarding this nominee. One, we believe in the interest of the country, in the interest of trust in governance, in the interest of the people that they serve. We for those show say yes, we are turning a new page in our election processes in this country. We are becoming a nation wherein people will trust in the process, because the only way we get governance of a nation, of this nation, now when they vote you in, and the people that they vote you in, and then get the mandate. So that political will they once expressed should be trusted when announced.
And you think say Edmond Alpha will get challenged for go through Parliament?
Well, you know, get challenge. Unfortunately so, because the government gets 81 members of parliament. The opposition on paper get 54 members of parliament, but in expression we get 53 members
of
parliament.
Mean?
On paper we have a member of parliament who will be go parliament before we party allow and forgo. We get a member of parliament whether expressly states say it belongs to another political party. So we not believe say, and that member of parliament don't vote with the government on everything we will do in this 6th parliament.
Would another member of parliament? You think say he will vote against Una Wish, the party?
I don't know why I believe say he will vote with we. I know not showing indication why I believe say he will vote with we.
Right.
But we all hope is that as we continue to live in this democracy and we have an opportunity as generational leaders, because the opportunity will be generational leaders, it comes a time in your life, and there comes a time when you know go be that generational leader, you'll be looking at the next generation leading your nation. Right. So we believe say with this generation of leaders who for set that presidency and they call on the SLPP members of parliament for join for ensure say we rewrite history and change the narrative.
Right.
Let's don't put a national returning officer that the people of this country have doubt in.
All right. According to you, before we take break inside the program, you mentioned say the president rush for pick Edmond as ECSL boss because we don't get agreement for get a search and nomination committee, and presently this document in a parliament. Is it that now the president's action on the question or Edmond incredibility?
Edmond Silver now a commissioner whether they in the ECSL for a long time. And is a commissioner that presided over an election where challenges day. Is a commissioner where don't preside over elections where people don't question. The election like when Adubu na Kabbalah, a by-election, where RF form indicated the SLPP gave 49 seats in one center, and the number was changed to 149. We challenged Jande. It never saw the day of light wherein then we say, okay, they reverse that number day. A situation put local recently where they get chieftaincy election. We now allow international observers in for see. An election boom pair, Sirabu of a chieftaincy election back, where the people then complain that they're not even given an opportunity to be person way for what they believe say for the win that election day. And it was the same man that presided over the election. We get videos that don't make round of in statement that whatever happened in all those past elections. Remember, we say what happened in 2023, 9 at the trigger. But again, the government don't manage for change the narrative, say, not so just 2023, but 2018, 2012, and 2007. But this is not the same, I would say, what happened in those respective elections, it not going to be different from what will happen in 2028. How can we trust that personality? How the people of this country go to trust that personality?
So you think that allegation that we
it's not about APC, this is about the people of this country.
You think that allegation that we make go repeat inside the 2028 election under Edmond Sylvester Alpha in leadership?
No, that statement they don't be. Right. And besides that, the process not followed. If we're not on a table saying that this will for do, don't go and revert on that decision. It feel like we cannot trust what you say, and we cannot trust say once this man go, they know will do the same thing. Because they don't say they do the same thing because it should not be different. Okay.
Continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Honorable Umfa Soriji Kuma, in a parliamentary spokesperson for the APC party. As we there, we look inside the position of member of parliament, them as President Bio appoints Mr. Edmond Disbientem for be the Chief Electoral Commissioner. We'll go for a break. When we can, continue the program.
The African Ramadan show is back, bigger than ever.
Yes, so this is a Gentry Palam show, and this year AfriCellon double the cash winnings, more than 1 billion old loans in mega prizes, plus plenty exciting surprises inside this Ramadan promo.
For qualify, just dial *777# or call or send blank SMS to 777 for just 2 new loans, and you will get 2 loans on net call until midnight.
And wait, so if you choose AfriMoney, you go double your chances every single day.
Watch the show live Mondays to Fridays, 7:45 p.m. on AfriCell Salon Facebook page, AYV TV, Afri Radio 105.3 FM, and other radio stations them nationwide. This na Ramadan Gentry Palam. Win big and shine bright.
The Ministry of Transport and Aviation and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) no gladdy for the way and manner where certain people them where they use the road, they behave. Driver and rider them more the time where traffic can jam. Plenty pan them more keke rider them all the time they ride na the wrong lane where they make the traffic number flow fine. The SLRSA, they member all driver, rider, and vehicle owner them say for use the route where you not get right for use. Now serious offense under the Road Traffic Act 2007 and the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. Now the routes or lane where they approve no more you for use. You for obey the sign them, marking and traffic instruction them. Make sure say you safe and the one themselves where they use the road safe. Now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation will join on with the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSA) and all who that the UNDEP and transport business bring this message to you.
We're trendy and youthful, we're UBA.
Inside Africa today, money they move with speed, but not only with trust. And trust in name na Africash by UBA. Whether you in Nigeria or Ghana, Kenya, Liberia or Salon Seth, Africash, they connect all African country them. With Africash, you go able send and receive money outside Salon to other African country them. Simple one. Whether you get account with UBA or not, it no matter. UBA design Africash for all man, any size and anytime inside Africa. If fast, you go able send and receive money direct na any UBA bank or any UBA branch or agent office. Yes, oh yes, Africash, they give you the power for do easy one with no stress. Na Africash, na the bra for send money na all the African country them. Go na any UBA branch or agent location today for send and receive money one time. For more information, call we na 078-200-200 or email winner cfcsierraleone@ubagroup.com.
UBA, Africa's global bank. One brand, partnering for progress.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering God.
I praise me Allah inside this Ramadan.
Kini Joseph, but who saw you the run the go sola the holy o? I don't mind scororo. But I keep on my they come on my they go correct money. Tell me picking I don't say money for me but for the family. You know you read the news. I say PC Foreign Exchange Bureau. The Master Sabi Foreign Exchange Bureau na the country. They samba una with them Ramadan 1% cashback bonus. I say for any money where you go collect na any PC and Son shop, whether na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, you go get 1% bonus cash back. So you will get from Bull overseas. We go send for you money for this Ramadan. You pick it in school fee, the house rent, money for pool zakat. No collect some no side. Once na through Western Union, MoneyGram or RIA, just go collect them. Na PC and Son shops them all about the country. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the Combra Foreign Exchange Bureau.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers them loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Na UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then a plenty sign at the country. We then a Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we at www.utb.sl or come now we head office na number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, now the true bank for you.
Inside the program, we still get studio guest them Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, Member of Parliament, represent the SLPP party, and also Honorable Dr. Mfa Bashir Kurma, represent the EPC party. We look at the appointment of Edmond Alpha and within Parliament make up of that. When we come back, we look at the processes and procedures and within the law say about that. We look at one part with headline stories. We will say the Deputy Minister of Defense, Colonel Retired Moana Brahma Masako, say the standby troop we ECOWAS don't set up go they for respond to military coup them waking upon na the West African region. And he talked this na the 44 ordinary meeting of the ECOWAS community of Chief of Defense Staff we they carry on now na Freetown. Well, for more on this we join Adeyemi Jackson.
The ECOWAS Chief of Defense Staff Committee, a group of military leaders them, who are member state them from the Economic Community of West African States, when they come together but discuss and coordinate issues them and put strategy together for address them challenge them here at the West African region. For sake of this make different chief of defense staff from country them na West Africa, they now na Salon, but talk about seeing them within the Hamburg regional peace, and this for the meeting where they carry on now na Freetown, bring together chief of defense staff, head of security agency and other body them. For talk about how they go address issue like terrorism, military overthrow, and other things them. During this meeting, the Chief of Defense Staff of Salon, Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bagura, don't take over as chairman for the ECOWAS Chief of Defense Staff Committee. Where it talk, the Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security na ECOWAS, Ambassador Abdel Fatou Moussa, say the meeting meeting marked the official transfer of the chairman position from the former Chief of Defence Staff of Nigeria, General Christopher Musa, to the Chief of Defence Staff of Salone, Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bangura, and believe say under in leadership, he go use in experience for coordinate peace and security issue them at the region.
This meeting marks the official transfer of the chairmanship of the Committee of Chiefs of Defence Staff from the Federal Republic of Nigeria to the Republic of Sierra Leone. While we will be witnessing that is the transfer of the chairmanship to General Amara Idara Bangura, Chief of Defence Staff of the Armed Forces of Sierra Leone, to welcome you, General Bangura, as the new chair of the CCDS. You are officially taking over the chairmanship of this committee with the responsibility to ensure the implementation of far-reaching directives of the authority of heads of state and government, while building on the initiatives and legacy of your predecessor. The ECOWAS Commission is confident that your time-tested experience, your years of association with the committee, and the in-depth knowledge of the committee's work and your long-standing commitment to our collective security constitute invaluable attributes and real success factors in your new responsibility.
Where it talk the Chief of Defence Staff of Salone, Wesemweso, and the new Chairman Chief of Defence Staff Committee na ECOWAS, Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bangura, talk about some of the things them where on the Ambok peace and security in Africa.
Change of baton of the chairmanship is taking place at a time when the regional security environment demands clarity of strategy. Clarity of strategy in the sense we now look at what is it that we want to achieve as a regional body. We need to address maritime insecurity, transnational organized crime, illicit arms trafficking, and unconstitutional disruption to governance continue to test our institutions and our collective will to actually provide security for our region. These threats are interconnected, adaptive, and borderless. Our response must therefore be cosmopolitan in character, integrated and proactive and sustained for the period under which we will serve as chairman.
The Chairman, Chief of Defence Staff Committee at ECOWAS, Lieutenant General Amara Aidara Bangura, talk about some of him plan them for address them, challenge them, yeah.
Let me use this opportunity to assure all as Sierra Leone assumed the chairmanship, right to be placed on 6 strategic pillars. One is operational readiness and collective response. We must move decisively from commitment to capability. The operationalization of the ECOWAS standby force in its kinetic mode and continued development of the ECOWAS counterterrorism framework must be anchored in realistic force generation, sustainable logistics, predictable financing, and command structure that display interoperability across all levels of our regional architecture. Next, maritime security. The outcome of the recent meeting of the ECOWAS Chiefs of Naval Staff in Ghana underscored the urgent need to establish the Maritime Multinational Combined Joint Task Force and at the same time strengthen our maritime coordination centers within the ECOWAS architecture. This nexus enhances 2 structures that will coordinate maritime patrols, enhance information sharing mechanisms, improve joint surveillance, and reinforce implementation of regional maritime security architecture within our sub-region. Securing our maritime domain is not only a security imperative, but it's also an economic necessity. As we're all aware, 90% of all trade in the sub-region comes by sea.
Inside in your talk, the Deputy Minister of Defense, Colonel Retired Moina Brahma Masakoy, said terrorism, military overthrow, are responsible for the plenty security challenge at the West Africa region.
The security landscape of West Africa is characterized by increasingly complex, interconnected, and transnational threats. Chief among these is terrorism, which continues to expand in scope, intensity, and geographic reach. Terrorist networks have demonstrated resilience, adaptability, and the ability to exploit ungoverned spaces, fragile border regions, and socio-economic vulnerability. Their objectives extend beyond violence. They seek not only to inflict violence, but also to undermine democratic governance, weaken state authority, disrupt economic activity, and undermine public confidence in national institutions. Their actions threaten our collective aspirations for prosperity, regional integration, and sustainable development. The implications are far-reaching. Terrorism threatens not only the physical security of our citizens, but also the political, social, and economic stability of our states.
The Deputy Minister of Defense also talked about the decision where heads of state and the ECOWAS region take for deploy standby troops for response to military coup coup wey can happen na some country dem.
We must recognize that terrorism anywhere in our region constitutes a threat anywhere in our region. The security of the member states is inseparable from the security of all. No single nation, regardless of its strength or capacity, can effectively confront this threat in isolation. Our strength lies in unity. Our successes depends on collective action. It is, therefore, both necessary and commendable that ECOWAS is advancing the planning and generation of the ECOWAS standby force in its kinetic configuration. This represents a decisive and strategic shift towards strengthening our collective deterrent and response capability. The activation of the kinetic force demonstrates ECOWAS's readiness to respond decisively to emerging threats, deny terrorist groups operational space, stabilize affected regions, and restore legitimate state authority where it is challenged. It sends a clear and unequivocal message that ECOWAS possesses both the political will and operational capability to defend its people and protect its democratic order.
The Deputy Minister of Defense, Colonel Retired Moina Brema Massakoy, and for call on military leader them to come together and work as one for address security challenge at the West Africa region. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue the country from 98.1 FM. Today we look at the appointment of Edmond Alpha, waiting member of parliament, the makeup of Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, which in the studio, they represent the SLPP, and also Honorable Dr. Umfagbeshe Kurma, which represent the APC party. Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, we don't get from the APC representative na parliament, then get issue with Edmond Alpha in positions them we don't hold and the outcome of the activities them na ECSL. That na one, and also then get an issue with the timeliness. That there is a document under review where they talk about the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner, but the president don't appoint ahead of that document today. We then think say the president doing any haste. Why the worry?
Okay, two things. Personality. Can we connect? Nobody ever organize ECSL, but the APC became problem, sir. They say consultation not take place properly, or is coming from the financial regulatory agency at the time.
FIU.
So there has never been a time where they don't appoint a commissioner. Not even the chairman. There has never been a time where they don't appoint commissioner. Whether under this government, whether under APC, we not to a situation where they generate tension, where they generate acrimony, where they get bickering and get name calling. There has never been any commissioner order appoint from Christian Atop to Valcolia to Miata French to Zainab Mosiri to Edmond Alpha to even the commissioner. There has never been a commissioner order appoint will not get you and cry. So the point now that if we're acting in good faith, you go realize say we always not get problem with the person. We create situation around the person, but we get problem with trust deficit. Yeah? Even if you take Musa today, now Musa the president be appointed today. They go on earth all Musa in Wakasi, Musa and they report for the vice president. Musa would they say they forget say Musa na independent journalist. Where in entity they assign us on side for go do work. But because Musa don't report consistently on the vice president in activity, and go say, oh, Musa gets connection to APC or to SLPP. And as with things stands, I will tell you, with all authority say, for all the terrorists having Musa, I still don't know if Musa na political party or Musa not a political party. But the minute you are appointed to that position, it becomes a problem. Zainab, na be executive secretary na PPRC, Commissioner Zainab. She was executive secretary under APC with Justice Tola Thompson. Yeah, she worked there for all that time. Day, the minute where they appoint Zainab, they say Zainab Iman Amusie. Zainab Iman is related to Indolo Mosie. So you see the trust deficit. So the point now that it's not about Sylvester Alpha, it's about the approach we don't take. That's the first thing. So I believe Edmond Sylvester Alpha. You need somebody who is competent. You need somebody who get experience for run any particular institution. And nobody know the institution right now. We get the level of experience, the level of deployment, the level footprint across or within that organization, they pass Edmond Sylvester Alpha. Now, to timeliness, the president is not bound by time in the constitution. The 1991 constitution is in operation. The 1991 constitution are the guiding document, are the gunner of Sierra Leone. Any other thing we can at parliament, now a proposal. Now a proposal will be supported, particularly a proposal will require two thoughts. This is a constitutional amendment. Not to appointment when 1/4 majority, all voice carried, or 81 against 56, or 60 against 59. This is two thoughts. So the president not bound by the proposals them. And the other thing we also will take into consideration, the proposal we refer to now, the proposal we born out of a negotiation between two parties. Section 32(3) say the president they under instruction for consult with all registered political parties, the leaders of all registered political parties. So you can't say an agreement between the APC and the SLPP for condemn other political parties, other 12 political parties, or other 13 political parties to waiting for an action. Further to that, Edmond Sylvester Alpha don't act as chairman for the ECSL for as much as 6 months. You know, say international labor principles and even the Sierra Leone labor law say if you act in any position for 6 months and beyond, you are entitled to the facilities we ascribe to that position. And by default, sometimes you are even in contention, you are entitled to be addressed as such because you don't act for a period equivalent to 1 year. Because if you were there as human resource manager, anybody don't serve for 6 months, we the salary for 1 year. Because that's the standard. So the point now that Edmond Sylvester Alpha don't tick all them boxes there, and the president is bound by the 1991 constitution. And further to that, in good faith, if the APC be no say the setting up of a committee, a multi-party or a multifaceted committee for appoint the electoral commissioner, the Attorney General, JFK, for we don't draw the president's attention under Section 60, they're all responsible collectively. Everybody they advise the president under collective responsibility in 1991 Constitution in Section 60, they're all responsible because there was a recommendation by a political party in the CRC that let's set up multi-party committee where they remove the president from appointing the commissioner so that with the amend or repeal Section 32(3). But the CRC, 80 reputable Sierra Leoneans, APC, SLPP, members of the judiciary, landed people, civil society, non-governmental organization, trade union, they still retain 32(3). And the government white paper in 2017, where the APC-led government put out, say they agree with the recommendation for retain 32(3). So for me, the president is in no rush. The president don't take time. He don't give the person 6 months for act. And it is time now for let the president exercise in power under Section 70 for appointment.
So anything wrong if the president be wait after the amendment?
Okay, you I don't give you an instance say the proposal only before parliament, not to an amendment passed. Yeah. The proposal already before Parliament where the Attorney General can go, that proposal is subject to a lot of changes to Parliament pleased with. The members of Parliament get for agree to or disagree on a number of things, therefore already agree on the context, on the text will go finally appear on the document. So if you want to be guided by a document, we will get an outcome. Firstly, you can forget historical trend. And the historical trend, the most recent historical trends them, we get for do Section 32(3), therefore relate or speak to one, the government white paper of 2017, we'll say for retain Section 32(3). Two, the constitutional review report of 2016, we also recommend say for retain Section 32(3). So then two documents then they don't say then for retain 32(3). And the 1991 Constitution is in operation. So the proposal before Parliament for take everything into consideration before you get an outcome. And for let you get an outcome on that text day, you require two thoughts. And we all know the configuration. So the president not there in a rush. The president not bound by time. The president is bound by the gronom. And the president only exercising power under the 1991 constitution.
All right, honorable, you think say at this moment it's necessary for let them pull this power under the president and section 32.3?
Me, I tried for begin study law, I left. Me, an honest person, I don't talk all in the public. I try to begin study law, I left. For make I left, there are multiple reasons, but one of the reasons make I left not from my office. Because if I go sit down at the class now, one person will may get problem. We know the lecturers, they already lecture day. One part of me don't get the problem, bitter problem, we can't read the all. So imagine say I don't do well in paper, then and go give me one fail mark. Before you remember say I don't contest and say deputy speaker I don't fail. So not of my own name because my own name mean a captain born, a captain amen. Mean got to go up, so nothing no go happen. But the office name so I left. But the people who make the recommendation there, these are landed persons in a very revered and respectable profession. These are lawyers, these are judges. If them then say after exhaustive discussion, after exhaustive conversation, they agree say them for retain section 32.3. Who am I? Pour me. If the government's way, now they represent we.
You're not a citizen.
Me not citizens, but the citizens' voice.
Just forget your opinion.
The citizens' voice is represented by, even though they make law, the first thing they do in lawmaking, in passing laws in the parliament under SO 18.2, now for look for the consultation. So if they don't consult, the CRC, now the most consultative document, if it don't say the consultation, in outcome, the balance weigh the scale of retaining 32.3 as against changing 32.3, and the government agree. The government took the lead with at the time under the latter Attorney General Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. He put out a white paper say we agree for retain 32.3. Who am I apostle for say 32.3 for be expunged?
But then telling the I get any concern about 32.3.
I tell you say the SNP position. You know what? Usmala Gida, like kind of page, I think page 240. It say the observation. It said the position paper of the SLPP suggested that it would be preferable for a multi-party committee to be set up for the specific purpose of appointing electoral commissioners, and that the president should not be part of the appointment process. Then this nine the landed people they agree as recommendation. It said the CRC endorsed the recommendation of the Peter Tucker Commission. Sorry, where is 32.3? It said the issue of the appointment of the electoral commissioner was thoroughly debated and due consideration was given to all submissions and position papers. It said the CRC therefore recommends that there should be no change to section 32.3 of the 1991 constitution. Then if you want to read the government white paper who agree, the government white paper self agree say, let we retain section 32.3. It says government endorsed the recommendation to retain section 32.3. So if all the people here don't say, who am I? Even if this one go to parliament, me one guy say no, I know they constitute two thoughts. So what you get for doing for there? And President Bio as the fountain of honor, he gets more position past me, but he is guided by the gronom. As powerful as he is, as revered and protected as the president is, but the president is not above the constitution, because now the protector of the constitution, and the constitution say if abide by him, and living by the constitution, okay, the president don't appoint under section 32.3. I think it's fair.
Honorable, for you, no issue no with appointments of Edmo Alpha, whether legal or any other means.
Me, I don't. If you say Edmo Alpha be the by election 2023, I would say, like I tell you earlier, Edmo Alpha was also part of the election infrastructure in 2007. Yeah. Okay. But at the end of the day, throughout the period and day, it don't demonstrate high level of patriotism. And for me, at this point in our democratic history, let me tell you, no country right now they say in democracy states, because yesterday the State of the Union, President Trump still they say they for begin give voter ID card in America, okay, for vote by election, because he said that the rig election in America. This is not my word. So 30 days President Trump no agree say the Georgia election result is correct. So democracy is facing a crossroad. So what we need people who get experience in managing democracy, people who don't dey through them process and they will get the capacity and will patriotic for lead them. And I feel say you could hardly find somebody better than Edmond Alpha.
And continue for the with me inside the program. Before we take material inside the program, we'll cover to you Honorable Unfaji Suri Kuma. Section 32.3 asks Honorable if it thinks safe for let them left farm and left the power the president. It don't gain in point. As member of parliament, you think at this moment then for pulling power there and president here?
As member of parliament, I believe say them for pulling president here.
But
not to me no more. Not to me no more. Not to me no more. Agree that on that. In the tripartite recommendation, all the one they sit down, when our government people them, when our APC people them, they agree say them for pulling the books. I be just state earlier say we get a privilege for be generational leaders. If the generation before us or the government before now be say okay, CRC recommendation say then for keep 32.3. If white paper suggest say then for keep 32.3, it not mean say we as new generational leaders of this country for stay with that. Because we see what in that they don't mean for the people of this country. We see what in that they mean for the previous election. We see what in happen when the Chief Electoral Commissioner announced 60% of the results before they even verify them result and they now the coalition centers them now the respective district them. We see what happened. And the Chief Electoral Commissioner, they not be just condemned, they not just the opposition not just be there against the fact say in the commissioner. Now because of proofs them we don't get say the man is a card carrying member of the SLPP. The man get photo with us circulated where SLPP paraphernalia. So if the people
okay.
So if the people them who sit down at that table that 10 day after this election, let's don't forget, in 1999 we began agreement back for national unity. And that time now the governments of Tijan Kaba and the rebels, right? So this time now the governments of President Julius Maada Bio and the APC, because now the two contending partners. So you know mean say because other parties they not be there na that table they not speak to the fact say we for respect the decisions. So because remember in 1999 when they go, if then two parties they not be meet up and agree, peace not for order in this country. So similarly so now the trigger was 2023 elections. If then two parties are not be sit down, government for struggle for get legitimacy. Government for struggle for get funds them from donor partners.
Now,
yes, you ask a question.
Now, yes, the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Now, one way the State House notice say they do consultation. You self don't confirm say they consult una reject. But out of the 14 political parties, the way they say they consult, 12 say yes. What's in the APC take on the 12 political parties we say yes? Or this can't una surprise or something una be expect?
I'm not going to say that's something we expect, and I'm not going to say it can't be a surprise, because history don't teach we say a lot of issues and where some of them political parties here consistently don't agree with the government in what they do. The last election, if you recall, now the APC condemn them. Most of them political parties are not condemn the results of the elections. So we believe say if them parties are not condemn, how them go sit on a table. But we don't want to see this happening in the future. We want for clear and clean this tier. So if then people are together and say, okay, now law will ensure say we will not deny the CRC trade, but now law ensure say let this search a nomination committee day so that tomorrow president number will get somebody with the elect or select or nominate where go be so loyal to the president that eventually it get for do what the president wants. So especially if the president want get his second term or he want continue for ensuring party stay in power.
So you think say Edmond gets loyalty to President Bio?
Now they appoint her now, so now put her as acting, and now appoint her so against the spirit of the national agreement, against the spirit of the tripartite. And I can want to make this clear: the agreement for national unity now a signed document by both parties. Any agreement where you and Posido sign, where you go against her, now a breach of that agreement.
Okay.
So even though it is not law, it's a proposal where the president not bound by, but this now a good faith way for make we trust the process or trust say this government really want to take way to an election where all parties no will feel like say they are marginalized. Or all parties they no will feel like say they don't count somebody we suspicious. But this government don't go against them.
Before we take break inside the program, one thing we everybody they observing, Honorable Tower don't make it clear now that both the APC and SLPP, anytime they appoint somebody in that position, they somehow they get questioned. Who's the problem they will make trust to not dey? Any president we appoint anybody when a ECSL boss, both the APC and SLPP una the question.
And the trust day in the law. The trust day in the law of 32.3. That is why it is important we change it now, so that you get people like I say a member from the Labour Congress, a member from civil society organization, a member from SLAJ, a member from Bar Association, or a member of the Law Society. We now the respective organization them get for such and nominate them people that would in that committee day. Then at the end of the day, them people and they then go vet candidates them from the public.
So things are the
then
best
that's the best thing and for future.
In governance?
I was not spokesperson. Okay. I was not member of parliament. He was not a member of parliament at the time. He was not a deputy speaker.
APC.
But we were not the leaders of our respective parties at that time. So but this is our opportunity to change history.
So accusing the then Chief Electoral Commissioner of being a party card carrier and allegedly Onasiam in party regalia, and also accusing Edmond Alpha of being loyal to President Bill NC appointment. When the APC come up with things like this, people can always refer back to Christiana Top, where been preside over the 2007 election and later get an appointment within the government of Ernest Baikroma, we been preside over in election. What do you can say about that?
It's good that you asked that question. Eh? If that's not be happen, you know for be asked that question. They know to so. If they not be appointed as minister under Ernest Baikroma in government, we not for be worried about anything. If the then person was not, but let remember, she was made a commissioner under the blessed memory of the late Ahmed Tijan Kaba, president. And APC won. APC won. Mohamed Ufa Ali Conte was made under APC, SLPP won. But the challenge here, now the process. Now the process we will institute over time. So if we don't can now, we say, Lord, we change that process there. For God's sake, why we not go do that? For the interest of the nation, so generations after we not go to ask them similar questions there, what they ask now and what they struggle with.
And he believes, say, going by history, the APC will win under Edmond Alpha?
Whether it's Edmond Alpha or not Edmond Alpha, the APC will win. But the thing is, Lord will not get any complaint here. Lord not getting complaint here with people that will get for come after we. Lord try for change the story. They say generation they grow great. I always they use this. Generation they grow great. This proverb. Generation they grow great when all men plant trees under which they know they will never sit under. So Lord will make a law where we will picking them tomorrow. Themselves they not go struggle with what they struggle with so right now.
Quickly, it seems as if both the APC and SLPP been done to use bad law over the past year. We make the acts now for let them try for pull up power in the president.
A lot of times you get lawmakers who go tell you say, and there is no perfect law, but over time the law give you an opportunity for amend respective laws. Okay. So this time we have a unique opportunity for amend a law within a 1991 constitution. Okay. We would use through war, we would use after war. And now we're in 2026, over ensure say with the amended constitution, law will change that law so that future generations will not go struggle. We totally the struggle so right now.
Continue for the way to inside the program in name now Honorable Dr. Umfa Soriji Kroma, in a parliamentary spokesperson for the APC party as they look at member of parliament and position on the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner. We'll go for a break. When we come, we continue the program. Good morning, Saloon.
I'd like to walk and from Lion Mountain to preach the message of love unto you. Preacher man, lucky work. Color, don't well, yeah. Let me give you a story. Salon people get one problem. Now color, don't well, yeah. But that night now we say. because of color, color. I see tenant and tenant, they end up not call. All because of color, color. I see the landlord, they get tenant notice. All because of color, color. The baba, the chuki company in neck. All because of color, color. If I dey think about mama saloon, I want for make it better. If I dey think about mama saloon, I want for make it prosper. But from 1961 we get independent. Always in a color, color. Hey, boy, waiting as color, color. Police and soldier don't mix up bang and bang. I say bang color, color. When I check all the offices them today, waiting as it in a color, color. And it is just a story. I know one day see glory. I say na story, story. Make me give one a story. Salon people get one problem.
Inside the program, the song title Color Color by Preacher Man. We'll go for walkabout. When we come, we start for look at messages the one I don't send inside the program this morning. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. Inside the program, we start for look at messages, and this one say APC Lek cry and una the lost 2028 election.
More message them inside the program. Henry Ansumana say if Edmond Alpha is not the issue, then let the game play. Let's wait for the election and see. Let's stop complaining. From Henry Ansumana on our Facebook page.
This one for Emmanuel Nalombli say over the past year I've noticed that this political party depend do me or do you.
This one from Victor Kalon, our Facebook page. They say, let us remember that in Sierra Leone, the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner is governed by the 1991 Constitution. If the process followed constitutional provisions, nominations by the President and approval by Parliament, then the matter must be handled within the law, not through ultimatums. Boycotting Parliament is a political choice, but the business of the state must continue if quorum is met. Our institutions, especially the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, must remain independent and protected from partisan pressure. At the same time, dialogue is always better than escalation. Democracy is strengthened through engagement, not withdrawal. From Victor Kalon, our Facebook page.
This one from Tunde Scott say the main reason why they rush to appoint the Electoral Commissioner is for him to be there before the electoral reforms, which require a very tough profession for his appointment. Edmond Alpha is on a video making damning comment ahead of the 2028 election, so he cannot be trusted.
This one from Patrick Musa Momodu, now Facebook page. They say APC party thinks that they are smart, but the SLPP government led by the President Bio are more smarter than them. APC has been in power for 11 years. They have all the powers and the legitimacy to take ECSL appointment from the president and give it to a credible Australian. APC, please let's stop the gimmick.
The other one say when two mature people are in the studio, the program is well educated. Thank you very much. Even though you have your differences, I have learned so many.
Ibrahim Sisse on our Facebook page. They say Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte stated that constitutional advice must be practical, not theoretical. Yet our president often relies on limited counsel rather than broad consultation. Good governance requires openness to lawful and diverse advice. I respectfully ask the Honorable to reconsider the unfinished Kamayama building he started at Engine Tower towards Condi Farm, and if its original plan has changed, convert it into a hospital or another public facility for community benefit. Leadership listens and actions gives to principle. Nana from Ibrahim Sisse, 2-in-1 messages for Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte.
This one from Arnold is a Radio D, let the APC allow the president to enjoy his supreme power. It pleases the president to appoint and dismiss. President Kaba appointed Dr. Christiana Top in 2007, and SLPP lost the election. President Kuma appointed Mr. Umfa Conte in 2018, and the APC lost election. So let the APC go back to their drawing boards and do their assignments well, and allow the president to govern this country with peace of mind.
This one from Mark 10, New England Ville, said the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone is the constitutional body responsible for conducting and supervising public elections and referenda in the country. The announcement marks a major development in the leadership of the nation's electoral management body, in line with the constitutional provisions cited in the official communication.
This one from Aliko Ben Kuma say, we are not guided by the tripartite or gentleman agreement. We are guided by the 1991 Constitution, which is guiding principle for our governance architecture. The president acted within the law, so you have any genuine issues, go to Supreme Court for interpretation.
This is from Aliko Ben Kurma. We are not guided by the tripartite or gentleman's agreement. Okay, my colleague just take that one. This from Victor Fode in our Facebook page. Say the APC has bring out their press release about the appointment of ECSL commissioner, which they give the government 48 hours to withdraw the appointment, and if the government refuses, the party will withdraw all their members from their respective offices all over the country. Please, Mr. Producer, can you ask APC MP to confirm?
The last one I will take, because of time, from YouTube page. Just want to say thanks very much, Radio Democracy. I'm enjoying your broadcast through your YouTube page. All right, continue to enjoy. We broadcast on our YouTube page.
This one from Mark 10 and New England will say 12 out of 14 registered political parties signed their approval for the candidate before the formal appointment. The appointment was made in accordance with Section 32(3) of the Constitution of Sierra Leone Act number 6 of 1991, which mandates that the president consult with leaders of all registered political parties before such a selection. Usman, you get more messages, or we come to the studio guest?
We'll get 4 more minutes, and we guest and get for respond. We'll cover.
And yes,
Honorable, we want our contact, get some messages them inside the program this morning.
I guess more messages there. But last time today, I will get for do with the project Nakamayama, and
then they come up from a constituent.
Well, they come up from every body in Sierra Leone am a constituent, but it come up from somebody who they decide around that area anyway. It is true the projects will be intended for do a market stall, but after careful consideration, I realize it will be more beneficial to the community. When you look at the surrounding communities that were there around there, follow with transport them from market to an hospital. We go service more people because I don't see we picking go get water under, then they play for them in a cage before they bring a candle from Kushuton candle and the bridge says they don't die. So go continue go down now. Then the issue of the president in power and limited consultation, come on now. The person can also understand the concept of consultation and the broader content or the context under Section 171(14). No matter how much consultation the president do, the Constitution says anybody where he give mandate for consult, the person not bound by the outcome of the consultation. But in this case, President Bio for the first time, he makes sure say the consultation is open, public see, and everybody gets in on bite and everybody gets in say. In terms of the APC press release, Mr. Read and the way me uncle sign ambassador for the Yansane. Like he said today in one of the interviews there, he said you cannot win power through convoluted means. So the APC will always take that into consideration, because the point now that I always tell them, always they say from the outset, say the APC in the first position in this entire constitutional proposal for walkout. And they never stop that because President Komabi don't address that in one point speech. In fact, in first speech in the state opening of the first parliament of the Fourth Republic, now that see most of Impadi or the Medina the Third Republic will be the walkout. They're not elected again. So walking out does not give you mandate. And the threat for withdraw all APC representation now part of the overall grand plan of the APC for those partners in the work of government. And for me, if the President Act ultra varies to the 1991 Constitution, every Sierra Leonean, including Mrs. Gode, up in arms and say, no, the President has gone wrong. Because at the end of the day, we are guided like one party texter and say, not by the tripartite, but by the 1991 Constitution. Every other thing, if you look section 171, where they show what thing constitute the laws of Sierra Leone, he said the laws of Sierra Leone shall comprise, the first thing he said the Constitution, then statutory instruments, constitutional instruments, orders, then common law, then the English law, it's state term. Right. So there is no part where anything they will supersede the Constitution. So for me, I would encourage my brother say, let we go today, because I understand that they don't have to take part by the interview and don't have to go back in the parliament for the approval. Let we go and let we make a position clear.
So I said the interview at More Alpha.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Quickly, Honorable, you mentioned, say, if anything, you go stand up and say it is wrong. As member of parliament under the SLPP, you get mind and look President Biona in face and tell and say, what you do so you're not correct?
When they make out with section 42 in the Finance Act, we say forgive the president unlimited powers for spend on accountable interest. People get find way for talking, but I said it openly that it is not right. At the end of the day, nobody know for right under the name of the president for putting your agenda. Okay. Because what have been known that the president, even when he take over power at that time, the impress will be ascribed, will be assigned to the president. He reduced them significantly. So for Kangam unlimited power for spend, not to be part of the president's agenda. And when the bill reach to the president agree with me, it's on the parliament.
All right. Over to you, Honorable Kuma.
Yeah, a lot of messages, and of course, I want to start with the two people that we talk about tripartite being a gentleman's agreement. I want to let them go and check the meaning of a gentleman's agreement. A gentleman's agreement is unwritten, it's informal, it's based on trust. The tripartite was a signed document, it was written, and was even presented to the president, who is the leader of the government, and the president of this nation. We agree, say, waiting and present to her, then we'll go by her. And if that is the case, we believe, say, if you don't agree on that, then if for all wait till the law change, because until we don't agree on. Victor say political pressure on commissioners, and I want to remind us exactly, now then political pressure, yeah, on them commissioners, yeah, now in the spirit of the people who sit on a table for draft that tripartite and follow best practices or they don't practice in other nations, they don't get similar challenges like Kenya, nations like Zimbabwe, they don't get similar challenges after election. Don't do, you know. So Kenya, for example, then get such a nomination committee, another one day we recommend. So if we don't get that day, it is important that we use them because we try for solve a problem what happened in the past. The other person talk about Tunde Scott talk about rush and the suspicion of the rush. Yes, I want to agree with and say yes, that suspicion there now, because if anybody will see that and they say now because they know want she say this commissioner go through that scrutiny or go through that litmus test day with this new law they protest they propose. So we believe say if the president really want ensure say all the challenges there in governance not happen, let allow the process for a role. Let allow we go to the second and third reading, which by the way, now the leader of government business and the leader and then get the parliament for make the decision. And so go pass this law and get candidates them we all go believe in, including out there.
Thank you.
Because then go to recommend 3 persons to the president for let pick one out of that. And if you believe in Edmond Alpha, then probably he'll be one of them. Who knows?
When I go part of the interview today on our workout.
I'm not in the appointment committee, so I'm not in the appointment committee. I'm not in NAC, and NAC don't decide. And the statement they in public of what in NAC say
what
will happen.
What in NAC say for listeners?
The listeners they say we get 48 hours ultimatum.
So today will they be part of the interview of Ed and Moanfa?
We not get instruction about sitting in parliament today, and I'm not in the appointment committee. So we believe say waiting the leaders within that appointment committee get for decide, then go happen.
What about if they come with Edmond for approval in a parliament?
Friday.
APC get for the on Friday.
Today's Wednesday. It's 48 hours. So APC not go today.
Okay, plenty thank you, Honorable Dr. Mfagbeshi Kuruma. Usman, I just want to round up this one with a text message for Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte. I think it's important to say, God bless you, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, for taking time to listen to one of your community members. I sincerely pray that if the SLPP continues in governance in 2028, I would have the honor of nominating you as potential flag bearer. Your honest response has quenched my thirst for sincerity, unlike many other SLPPM members. For me, Ibrahim Sisi is ready for nominating you.
I don't want to nominate me. However, I get the wherewithal around me for do. I don't get the financial capacity. I know me na the possible believe say God na the people that want. David na be farmer. We ready for I go pull on the fine. If I go Samuel can ask for in Pekin there, or just in Pekin there. He showed them all. He said that all knows he's not on a family.
But if President pick you,
if the President pick you, who not want to serve?
Okay. Plenty thank you for joining us at the program this morning in name.
I want to say something about the bridge.
Yes.
For somebody like me who don't build bridge, I be get opportunity for look for somebody in that boat bridge. And that was a very good project by this man. Okay. I was impressed.
All right. Plenty thank you guys who are joining me inside the program this morning. The last person we just talked in name now Honorable Dr. Umfa Soriji Kuruma, in a parliamentary spokesperson for the APC party. Same way so inside the program we will get Ibrahim Tawakonte, Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, as we there inside the program this morning. We will look at Member of Parliament's position on the appointment of the new Chief Electoral Commissioner, Winner Edmond Alpha. When I go to the curtain door of the program, good morning, Salon. We come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to the production team. Mange Mansari produced the program. Plenty thank you to John Kamara for in technical support, DJ Sugarcane, and also plenty thank you to Mary Kamara Bangura. We make on a civil live on Facebook. So to meet another time. My name is Usman Kamara. Have a wonderful day.
And Musa Kamara, quick announcement. Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte for be my studio guest today on Question Time. We said to talk about the political. A lot of things. Ibrahim Sise go listen. Maybe question will be answered whether Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte get plan for proceed to speakership, or you get a plan for flag bearership, or is the campaign manager for Ebema. So then Musa Kamara say bye bye.